He's behind bars for sex trafficking. He's a part of Black Mafia. He's behind bars for sex trafficking. What you don't know is that P. Diddy is not occupying his vessel. There's an entity behind him, but he is a willful participant in the darkness that has encompassed his soul. He's where he is today because he thought he was untouchable by gathering evidence and blackmailing people. There are people that are involved in his case that needed their hands on whatever he gathered, and now they have their hands on whatever Diddy's gathered because of Jay Z. Yes, so I feel that Jay Z has a, something to do, has played a hand in Diddy being, behind bars. I feel like it was a way to, I think the moves that he made and the people that he talked to and the arrangements that Jay Z came up with, I think it has to do with the fact that he's trying to move his family to Cuba or Colombia or Brazil out of his country so that when it's his time, when his karma, and all the repercussions come from what he's done, and because he has this I don't give a fuck attitude. Like there's two Daisies. There's one who's conscious and there's this one who's just full out just craziness. Okay. So I feel like um he is just trying to get his family and his empire moved from the United States to another place because there's this other part of him that wants to make amends and wants to do right. But I also feel like he just wants to move somewhere else so that he's not in Diddy's situation, so that he can continuously visit United States and do his dirt because Sagittarius is they have this I don't give a fuck attitude. Like they just have this attitude where it's like I don't give a f. Like that's just how they are. I don't know why. I mean, I'm a Scorpio, a trine Scorpio. We don't have this norm. We don't really have this I don't give a f attitude. We more so have a I just desire. Like I have these intense desires to have whatever I desire. Like and the intensity of our desires sometimes will overshadow other things. Like so we're so passionate and we just want what we want and we're so intense about our desires that sometimes we may do things that we regret later on because of that. Okay? But I feel like and so like that's Diddy, and getting wrapped up and caught up has now put him behind bars. But I feel like it's not just his own actions. I feel he's there because there are people that don't want to be associated with the sex trafficking scandals, and they want the judges and the lawyers and the doctors and everyone else that was giving out drugs and passing people on and not locking people up when they need to get locked up and getting people off. Those particular people in our society, they don't want to be caught up in his stuff. And so I feel like Jay-Z is just one of those people that was like, hey, let's do this thing where when it's my turn I get out of this place and I'll get you what you need, so that you're not wrapped up in the Diddy case. That's what I see. And that's what I read. He's the ace of cups. He's the one that everyone's shining a light on. And I feel like he did do all of what he's being accused of, just about. But I feel like there's other people that do exactly what he does and they'll never be found out. You'll never see their face. You'll never know their name. And they have high paying jobs in this country. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, I have a dark past, and when I went to in my own personal life, when I went to change my life, and I made a lot of changes in my life, that dark past came back, and it has affected me. But I'm not allowing it to destroy me, and I've never allowed anything but me to occupy my heart, my mind, my spirit. I'm not into that shit. Some people think I am. There was a time where I was, I dabbled into certain things, but I have changed my life. But that's my life personally. We're talking about people that are billionaires. Okay? I mean, he's just in this whole unfortunately, he's in this whole like I gather evidence on you. You dig into me, I dig into you. And for a while, Diddy has remained untouchable, but and would have stayed untouchable if it wasn't for, I feel, Jay Z. Like, because Jay Z's he does this thing with deduction reasoning. He's a left brain person. He has a high IQ, maybe 163, 164. His IQ's up there, but he's left brain. So I feel like he does these things with deductive reasoning where he's like um looking at the probability of stuff and just mapping stuff out years ahead. So like, yeah, things will catch up to the Carters. Yes, they've gotten their hands dirty. But will they be in this country for them to be like, for them to be prosecuted? Will they be found? You know what I'm saying? I don't really see Jay Z turning himself in ever, like not ever. I don't really see anyone. I see him just going to Cuba, going to Brazil, going to Colombia, writing a good book, and then moving on into the ethers, and that's just his life. It's sad because we want to know the truth about Aaliyah. Like there's still so much that's hidden. There's so much darkness, and there's so much wickedness and brokenness in our community, and we're tired of it. We're tired of it. We want healing. We want to get to where we were before. And I feel like what has broken our community down is the drugs, trafficking, and everything else that comes with it, guys. So stay tuned. I did my reading, I did my meditations. I wanted to share that with you. Comment below. Let's see what happens.